Hey guys, Tina here and welcome to another video. Today I will be showing you all of the books that I hope to get to in March. And there's a few of them. I mean, the number is similar to what I have been reading or actually listening to lately. So I think that things are doable and okay and, sort of under control. So yeah, let's just get to the books. So the first two are sequels to The Scythe by Neil Schusterman, which I have listened to last month. And I want to continue on with the series because I really enjoyed it. For those of you who are not aware what the series is about, it's sort of a utopian world in which basically everything is perfect because it is a utopia, sort of. And there's no crime, there's no, people are not dying because there's no sickness, and they just live forever and they can make themselves younger, and, it's just a world like that. And despite that, they have to sort of control the population number, and in order to do that, they have Scythes. So Scythes are sort of basically just people that kill people, but in an organized manner. So yeah, we follow these two characters that are picked to be a Scythe's apprentices, and they are not entirely pleased with that because, well, it's just a future that they did not see for themselves. But despite that, they find themselves, well, not enjoying, because that would be a weird thing, but they just see that it's a respectable job, I guess, and they see that it's not easy, that it's hard, that it takes a lot out of a person, and they start to view it differently than they used to. And then things happen to their apprentice and no, their mentor, and for reasons they are separated and sort of pitted against each other. So we then follow them as they progress as apprentices to other sites, and those new mentors are very different from one another, and that does affect them as people as well. So these two characters have to grow up pretty fast, and they sort of have different paths now, I guess, as they would anyways, but still, yeah. Obviously, so those that is Scythe, and now I want to get to Thunderhead and also The Toll, which is the last book in the trilogy. And as I am sort of reading trilogies, although this one was not on my bookshelf, but it soon will be. But still, I decided to pick it up because it's a one that I've really enjoyed years back when I started reading the first book, and people have just raving about the trilogy lately since the first book, the third book came out towards the end of last year. So yeah, and I want to see what all of us is about, and I want to sort of also finish the trilogy that I started. But yeah, anyways, that's the first two books that I want to listen to. Then I want to read The Mission Immortals by Ellen Alexander. This is the Deanswood Chronicles book, and it follows the Secret of Deanswood, which I read last month, and it's a middle grade series about these kids that go to an elite boarding school in the middle of nowhere. It's in a castle in a mountain, surrounded by woods, and it's all very mysterious. And these are, as I said already in my previous video, there's no magic, even though one would expect with, a summary like that. But they're just mysteries for kids, and in this one we get to, actually I don't know what we get to read about, but the first one was basically we meet these characters that start going to this school, and they stumble into a mystery and they have to solve it. And I'm pretty sure that this one will be in a similar vein. I'm not, like, they're not, for me, the first one was not the best middle grade that I've read because, well, there's Harry Potter and there's also Nevermore, and this is nothing in the vein of that. But still, it was enjoyable, even though I think that it has some flaws. So despite that, I want to get to it. So the next two books are Cassandra Clare books, and the first of those is The Ghosts of the Shadow Market, which is a bundle of novellas that sort of involves characters that we're going to see in Chains of Gold, and I really wanted to skip this one, so I might still do that because I'm not a fan of novellas or short stories, and especially not Cassandra Clare's, because I don't know. I tried reading the Bane Chronicles and I really hated them. I mean, Magnus was just not himself in those stories for me, so I decided that I'm not gonna pick any of her novellas ever, again. So we'll see if that one actually happens. I started listening to one of the tales, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I will get through them, maybe not. I guess it would be good for me to do that because I would know the character slightly better when I get into Chain of Gold. But I've managed to get through other books without having some background information, and was just fine as well. So I might skip it. We'll see at the end of the month what I have decided, but maybe, I don't know. I just don't know what's gonna happen. So yeah. So obviously the next Cassandra Clare book that I'm gonna read is Chain of Gold, and I'm really looking forward to this one. Yes, I'm sort of, starting to get fed up of her books, but when I'm reading them, I just really enjoy them. So, uh, yeah, there's that. And I'm really, obviously, since I have invested so much time in reading of her books by now, and I really want to get to that last trilogy with Kit and, oh, what's his name? Ty. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this one up as well, and it takes place in Edwardian England, and I just love the cover, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a lot of fun to read anyways. So yeah, obviously I'm gonna read it. I have no clue what it's about, except that we follow the children of Tessa and William and all of the other characters from Infernal Devices. So yeah, hopefully I will enjoy it. I have heard, well, so far, rather good things about it, so that's good, I guess. And the last book that I want to get to is These Divided Chores by Sarah Rush. This is a sequel to These Rebel Waves, which I read last year, and it's a duology, so I think I should be done if I listen to this one. So this is a world, it's a fantasy world that's divided into different continents and kingdoms and, all that. And then we have this one island that has fought for its independence, and now it's independent, but things are not looking good because there's this king that's rather a religious fanatic, and he wants to take possession of the island. The thing is about this island is that it has magic, and this king obviously hates magic, but does he? And so yeah, anyways, we followed three different characters. One is a rebel girl that fights because she wants to make sure that the island continues to be independent from this kingdom. And she meets this pirate boy that's, there's a lot of merchants on this island. They're sort of in guilds or, some type of mafia situations. But this boy is sort of independent, and people don't know who this pirate is. And she sort of meets him, and they go on this adventure together to try to actually I forgot what they tried to do, but make sure that the island is going to be oh yeah, they have to find some diplomats or something. Yeah, obviously. It's been a while since I read the first book, so yeah. And then we also follow the son of the religious fanatical king, and he's actually given a task by his father that involves magic, which surprises him a lot because obviously he believes his father is very much against magic, and he thinks that it's sort of a trap that would allow the king to kill him, sort of. So that's sort of the first book. Obviously, I have no clue what the second one is, except the continuation, and I want to see how things end. And yeah, that's pretty much what I plan to read in March, hopefully. I think I have quite an enjoyable bunch of books for me to enjoy and explore, and hopefully I'm going to be as smiley by the time it gets to April and I'm filming another video about wrap-ups and all that, and I will tell you more about my enjoyment of these books. Hopefully that's going to be the case, and it's going to be a great reading month. And yeah, so let me know down in the comments what you're planning to read in March. If you have read any of these books, let me know how you felt about them, and until next time, see you then. Bye.